What's going on, Jasmy Moon boys and girls? We're gonna do another update on Jasmy. We're up 7.7% at 1.9 cents. So we kind of predicted this, the consolidation within that pennant. If you watched my prior Jasmy video, is kind of playing out as predicted. But are we actually going to break out this time, or are we going to continue this consolidation within that symmetrical pennant? That's kind of what we want to look at today. The whole market sentiment, Bitcoin halving has already taken place. What do the indicators look like, and everything like that. So with that, let's get into the price prediction and technical analysis on Jasmy. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's get into Jasmy. This is what we had charted last time. We had to stay above the green box. That green box, that 1.7 support area has just been massive for Jasmy, going all the way back to beginning of March. And we were predicting to head back up to the symmetrical triangle top, which it does look like we're doing, which is going to bring us back up to around 2 cents. Now, once we break out of this bad boy, that's when things are going to start to get fun. I know I said 5 cents at the end of April. April's not over yet, but it's kind of looking like that call was wrong. And guess what? I don't get anything if I'm right anyway, so I'll take that. I haven't really lost yet, but I think it's going to be an L on that call. But I do think 5 cents is coming relatively sooner rather than later. But what we want to focus on here is the next resistance at 2 cents. 2 cents could be that area that we finally break out of the symmetrical triangle and see that push up to that very, very shallow 3 cents resistance, like we mentioned in pretty much every other video I've made. That 3 cents resistance doesn't have much support or resistance around it, so we should move through that rather quickly, and the end result being that 618 up here at about 5 to 5.4. That's what I'm still calling for Jasmy. Once we break out of the symmetrical triangle, we should be seeing some very, very volatile move to the upside for Jasmy, which should be coming pretty soon, guys. If we break over 2 cents, then that's going to be the move that does it once we break out of the symmetrical triangle. Now, yes, we briefly broke out right here, but we didn't see the confirmation. You can see we actually fell right back into it. That was called a fake out. So right when you see a candle break above this, not financial advice, that's not the optimal time to buy. It's always the back test. You come back down, back test it. When you see it bounce off that back test, that's called a confirmed breakout, a confirmation of the breakout. And then we can see that moving up to 3 cents. Then obviously, like I mentioned, the 3 cents resistance is very, very light, very, very minimal. So I think we're to work through that rather easy and then work our way up to 5 cents. And 5 cents is going to be our battleground for the start of the parabolic phase of the bull run. On top of that, indicators don't look bad. The MACD is actually looking like it's about ready to flip bullish again. So we've been going, oh shoot, sorry about that. Let's get that back up there. We've been going bearish to a bullish fake out, bearish to a bullish fake out, bearish to a bullish fake out. And each time we've had this bearish to bullish fake out, it's been less and less bearish. As you can see, these humps right here, the bearish humps, have been getting smaller and smaller and smaller. So eventually we are going to cross over bullish. And once we cross over bullish, man, it's about ready to take off once we cross over bullish. Because I mean, if you look back here, we've been bearish on the MACD since March 9th. That's crazy. Usually after a lengthy bearish move on the MACD is followed by a very, very volatile movement to the bullish side of the MACD. On top of that, RSI is looking good. What we want to focus on here is maintaining above 40. Now 40 is still a little ways down there. As you can see, that was a prior support pretty much going back to 2023. 40 on the RSI, 40 on the RSI, 40, 40, pretty much around 40. So we want to stay above that on the RSI. So we could be seeing something like that as well. On top of that, WTX is looking good. We're starting to tail back up. We have not put in a higher high yet. I think it's just a matter of time until Jasmy breaks out. And I think our next stop is 2 cents to test out that downtrend resistance area, the symmetrical triangle. We get above 2 cents. That could finally be our breakout point. We don't need to get to the tip of the triangle, of the symmetrical triangle, to break out. You can break out in any one of these attempts to the upside. But if we do happen to get rejected at 2 cents, the possibility of coming back down to 1.7 is validated again. So here's an attempt that you guys are having to take out that 2 cents area. If you get rejected, remember, we'll most likely be coming back down again. Now, we did just get the Bitcoin halving, and usually about a month and a half to 2 months after, things start getting very, very, very exciting. So I'm holding on, guys. I'm holding on. I think it's just a matter of time till this thing breaks out. And once it breaks out, all Jasmy people will be rejoicing. So with that, none of this is financial advice. And if there's any coins you'd like me to chart, you can just send me a super chat in the comments and I'll get to your coin as soon as possible. Thank you.